Hey, what's good, fam? It's Kyle Henderson of Bama Football on YouTube. You got A-Day taking place this Saturday. Take your friends, take your family. Free admission to go watch the Alabama Crimson Tide. Now, on the line, teams are playing for beanie weenies. The loser gets beanie weenies. The winner gets steak. Coach Saban always eats steak. Let's rewind past A-Days real quick. Look at the MVPs last season. White won 25, Crimson 7. MVP was Jahmyr Gibbs, rushing for 100 yards with 3 touchdowns. In 2021, White won 13-10. MVP was Bryce Young, 25 of 44, passing 333 yards with 1 touchdown. 2020, that's the COVID year. 2019, White won 31-17. MVP was John Mechie, 5 catches, 133 yards. In 2018, it was the Crimson 24, White 12. You had 2 MVPs, Mac Jones, who was 23 of 35, 389 yards with 2 touchdowns, and also Joseph Bolivas, who was 5 for 5 on field goals, hitting a longest of 49 in 2017. It was the Crimson 27, the White 24. MVP was Jerry Jeudy, 5 receptions for 134 yards and 2 touchdowns. Let's look at the storylines going into Saturday's game at Bryant-Denny Stadium. Clearly, the first thing we're going to talk about is the quarterback play. I think everybody's going to be looking at the quarterbacks with a microscope. You have Jalen Milroe taking on Simpson. You also have 2 very talented freshman quarterbacks on campus, Eli Holston, Dylan Lonergan. Now, when you look to Jalen Milroe, he was the only quarterback that saw real opportunities last year as he led Alabama past the Texas A&M Aggies when Bryce Young was out with an injury. Simpson has a lot of escapability and has done a great job, has also repped with the ones this spring. And from what we gather, the quarterback competition is very tight going into A-Day. We're going to learn more about the quarterback position clearly after Saturday. Second storyline revolves around the running backs. Now, Jace McClellan has been kind of in and out. Roydale Williams is back, which is fantastic news for the Alabama Crimson Tide. Jam Miller, definitely a guy, made waves in the Sugar Bowl, has done a great job this spring season, but it's been freshman Justice Haynes who has been earning the headlines and also received some big-time praise from Coach Saban. Coach Saban said if you were just a normal guy out there, you wouldn't even understand that he was just a freshman. He's been doing such a great job. In fact, in 2 scrimmages that Alabama has had previous to A-Day, Justice Haynes has done a really good job and ripped off some big runs over 30 yards in each of those scrimmages. The third storyline, you got to look at the new look secondary. Kool-Aid, JaQuincy McKinstry, one of the veterans coming back, kind of the older guy, if you will. You also have Terrion Arnold, a very talented cornerback. Then you have Earl Little Jr., who's starting to make some headlines this spring season, which is great news. And you also have Malachi Moore, one of the veterans. And then it's also been another freshman in the secondary by the name of Caleb Downs. Caleb Downs working at that strong safety position. Cannot wait to see Caleb Downs in action. The footage that we've seen so far, which has been limited, he has looked very, very ahead of just being a freshman. Same thing with Justice Haynes. Incredible to think that those guys should still be in high school. The fourth storyline, you got to look at the wide receiver room. Looks to be very much improved from last season. You got the veterans coming back, Jermaine Burton and Ja'Cory Brooks. The new addition will be Malik Benson, who is a junior college transfer. We saw some footage of him during Alabama's pro day as he was catching passes from Bryce Young. Certainly looked the part, a lot of speed. Think that he's going to be the guy that can take the top over the defense. The super sophomores include Kendrick Law, who just earned some good praise from Coach Saban, Isaiah Bond, who's a speedster, and then Kobe Prentice, who was a freshman phenom during the 2022 season, catching a ton of balls from Bryce Young. At the linebacker position, you're going to be without Dallas Turner, Chris Broswell, and Deontay Lawson. All those guys will be starters come week 1 of the college football season. So look to guys like Tresman Marshall, who's earned some good praise from Coach Saban. You got Jaheed Campbell working at that will position. And then the outside linebackers, Q Robinson, probably going to get a lot of playing time. And then Keanu Coate, another guy who's been getting some good headlines as well. There's a lot of storylines to cover, but we want to ask you, who is going to be the A-Day MVP? Post your selection inside the comment box. Again, who do you think is going to be the 2023 Alabama Spring Game MVP? We want to hear from you inside the comment box. Kyle Henderson of Bama Football on YouTube. Hit the thumbs up, like, subscribe, become a fan funder. Hit the join button at the bottom of this video. We appreciate you guys helping us get to our goal of 100,000 subscribers right here on Bama Football on YouTube.